I wanted to talk to you about that because I mean, you for as long as I've known you, you're involved in your whole like milieu. The people you hang out with are all musicians and performers, and that was like that's a whole world. You introduced me to this whole world, especially how you would tell me about what you were doing in New York. It seems like this pandemic has really just fucking destroyed that.
And it's not coming back. And when it comes back, it's not going to be the same. This is going to be the industry pretty much entirely, whether it's live performances or recorded streaming, whatever. Streaming is in an upward. People are at home and people are consuming that.
I saw this Saturday. I saw the EDC Las Vegas, and they did it live stream. And I've never tuned into anything like that. And I was actually impressed by it. I mean, obviously it's not like going to a festival, but it wasn't.
That's live performances being streamed.
Right.
However, when we talk about film and television, you still need a studio. You still need to go and record. It's not what we're doing here.
I was reading that the fall season for TV is fucked because like they're supposed to be filming now, right, for fall. And nobody's filming. So what's going to happen in the fall?
We are all consuming TV and we are consuming film. We are consuming music. We are consuming things that have been recorded.
Right.
We are also redefining what live performances are when we come up live streaming things. However, if we want to go back to let's watch fiction or even a documentary, the actors, the people involved in this need to be in a place together, right, physically to record this. Arguably you can say that about music, but we're coming from an era where people are not buying albums, where they're not
and so they got most of their money from concerts and festivals, right? From performances.
Touring is the main source of income, right? Or at least the highest, and the merchandising and
right, which comes from touring. The merchandising comes from touring, right? These people go to touring.
So and even so, you have to be very creative with that. So now, either what do? We start promoting more album sales, which I will always do,
right?
And then people can, musicians can, or how are we going to redefine music in terms of the consumption and a source of income? That is one thing. Then we go to theater. It's done.
It's done.
There are probably ways to reinvent TV and film, right? So the low-hanging fruit of what I can see happening is a lot of illustration and anime and stuff like that, like cartoons. People, that's what's going to probably be happening. And, voiceovers can be done from home. So I can see the narration stuff, audiobooks coming, anything that can be secluded, probably being a little bit of an uprising for our consumption. Not with theater.
Not with theater, no. Well, you saw Hamilton's about to go on Disney Plus on July 3rd.
Yeah, but that was because they did it a year earlier. That was supposed to
be in a theater, right?
The summer is like, okay, this is the time because people are consuming this. Frozen already closed. And this was my bread and butter for the last 5 years of my career. I have pretty much worked everything, TV, film,
right,
and music all my life. And now I'm back in theater with music. Every single musician that I know, and I'm talking about high rank and file, which, by the way, let me say, one of my very best friends lost 27 pounds in 2 weeks with this virus. A lot of musicians got it. If people, and I'm pausing and making this very clear, if you really believe that it is just a cough and a sneeze, you have one thing coming. Speaking, singing, or blowing into an instrument will get you sick. If you're a dancer on a theater, that will get you sick. You see what I mean? So it's not just social.
I never even thought of that. Like the woodwinds, right? The whole section, they're blowing on each other for what, an hour, 2 hours, basically.
Right. in February, so a lot of musicians, in fact, I'm gonna send my healing vibes to Ron Wilkins, who finally got off of a ventilator, and he goes, "Oh, I'm doing well. I'm gonna be released in 3 weeks." He's been already 6 weeks in the hospital. So, and we all know about Nick Cordero, who got his leg amputated. So,
Wow. Wait,
yeah,
why? What happened there?
he really got very, very sick, and
And
his
who is
lung.
this?
Nick Cordero is a Broadway actor,
Mm.
and apparently his lungs look like he was smoking for like 50 years,
It's
and
a
he's
ventilator that destroys your lungs. The more days you're on it, the higher risk you are of dying, actually.
well, but also the virus, right?
Right,
So,
right.
and so he woke up, but I mean, he's not the same. So it's the arts and entertainment have suffered. Every industry is suffering